What's up, everybody? My name is Davis Griffin, and I just found out that I may be a vampire. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit, but it does make a lot of sense because of my excellent taste in frilly shirts. And let me tell you, I look good in a frilly shirt. I've learned not really to wear them out, though. You know, I've done it 3 times now, and all 3 times I got attacked by small children. I don't know where they get all the energy from. I know they're eating a lot of candy this time of year, but so am I, and I just feel like taking a nap. That's not the only reason I'm suspicious about the vampire thing, though. I've never really liked garlic, and every single time I go outside, I just seem to burst into flames. That's not a metaphor either, that's legitimate. My neighbors think I'm Satan. I'm sure it's nothing, though. We're getting off topic already. Let's get to the video. Today's topic's gonna be a little bit different. I didn't take one from you guys like I normally do. Instead, I decided to talk about horror movies because it's October 29th. Halloween's in 2 days. What do you think, I'm gonna leave you hanging? What kind of man you think I am? I'm here for you guys, to satisfy all your Halloween-related needs. Except for candy, okay? Go get your own. I'm trying to make mine last until Christmas. You know why I love watching horror movies? Because worst case scenario, I have to watch a bad horror movie. And that is still time well spent. I just saw a giant spider eat a cow and then a woman get beheaded by a doctor of questionable education. What the fuck did you do today? Some people would be peeved to find out the movie they're watching is gonna be awful, but not me. Suddenly, I have something to talk about tomorrow. Sometimes I'll go onto Netflix and find the best, worst horror movie I can, just for the fun of it. My personal favorites are Black Sheep and The Stuff. The Stuff is about sentient ice cream which is harvested from the earth and then sold to consumers who are turned into zombies. I think. Maybe they're less zombies and more just mind-controlled husks by the sentient ice cream. I can't even get this fucking line out, it's so ridiculous. But if it walks like a zombie and talks like a zombie, I'ma call it a zombie. Black Sheep is cool too. It's just Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, but with sheep. And if the sheep bite you, then you turn into a zombie. Because zombies! Not unlike the zombies from The Stuff, but this time you straight up turn into a sheep. Why does the person turn into a sheep? What is the science behind a human hand contorting its way into a sheep hoof? I don't fucking know. But you're gonna tell your grandkids about this moment. I'm also a big fan of the movie Rubber, which is about a psychic tire which rolls around a desert town and violently blows shit up. But you could hardly call it a horror movie. It's more like... it's just art. Can I say that? It's just art. A lot of critics say that the glory days of horror movies is over, and I can kinda understand why, but I only half agree with them. Sure, we've all been spoiled by top-of-the-line special effects, and Hollywood has become such a business that the studio oftentimes cares more about not offending anyone than creating a truly nightmarish piece. And that's why Hollywood horror movies often feel generic, predictable, and not scary. But if you look past the big blockbusters and more into foreign or indie films, you can still find some really great movies like Trick or Treat or The Invitation, John Dies at the End, or The Babadook. I also love horror movies that poke fun at genre stereotypes, like Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, where the deep woods rednecks are the good guys and the bad guys are the good-looking college kids. Very funny movie, also very gory. If the horror comedy genre is done right, it's easily one of my favorites. In Severance, a group of office employees heading to a team building exercise get lost in the woods and mistake an abandoned building for their vacation home. Except it's not abandoned. It's actually the home of a crazy death squad who doesn't like visitors very much. This past year in 2016, movie theaters blessed us with a terrifying movie called Don't Breathe. Last year, following that trend, we got a less terrifying movie called Don't Speak, and in 2014, we have Don't Blink. Between 2010 and 2014, we had Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, Don't Fall Asleep, Don't Look in the Basement, and Don't Let the River Beast Get Ya! In 2009, we have a double whammy. We got Don't Look Up and Don't Look Back. Now, apparently, we should all just look straight forward. This is fucking ridiculous. I couldn't make this up. It's so stupid. Next year, we'll be unveiling Don't Sneeze and Don't Crack Your Knuckles. I'm personally excited for Don't Yawn on a Boat. Very exciting that Don't Yawn on a Boat. Okay, my bullshit aside, let's actually look up some 2016 horror movies with the word don't in it. Okay, you can IMDb fact check me on this. This is real. Okay, these are all 2016 horror movies. Don't Breathe, Don't Kill It, Don't Let Me Go, Don't Hang Up, Don't Let Them In, Don't Open Your Eyes, Don't Let the Devil In, Don't Look in the Basement 2. Hey, we got a sequel on our hands. Good for you, Don't Look in the Basement. And lastly on the 2016 list of don't movies, we have Don't Fuck in the Woods. That might be a porno, to be honest. I didn't really look into it very much, but do they list pornos on IMDb? They do not. So, Don't Fuck in the Woods is just a straight-up feature-length film. It's got a really high rating, though. That's actually insane. I'm gonna watch it. Not right now. I'll do it another time. Maybe. I don't know. I've been down this road before with with zombie strippers. I thought it was gonna be stupid, but a website that I was on said it was gonna be really good, and I was like, what's this amazing hidden gem? And I watched it, and it was just really, really stupid. Just awful. You know, I decided the only reason that it had high ratings is because boobies, which I think we can all agree is the only thing standing between humanity and complete and total clarity. I'm thinking about boobies right now. I'm supposed to be doing a video? I can't help it. The lowest rated horror movie on IMDb is 1992's Axum, which holds a rating of 1.2. Following closely behind it is 2010's Birdemic, which recently went viral online because of just how awful it is. I'm honestly convinced that this movie was some sort of money laundering scheme because there's no way in my mind that this movie was taken seriously during production. On the opposite side of the spectrum, the top grossing horror movie of all time is Jaws, which has made $1,090 million. Which is awesome, I love Jaws, even though it basically single-handedly invented endless unnecessary sequels. Or did Godzilla do that? I think Godzilla might have done that. I think my personal favorite horror movie of all time is A Clockwork Orange. If you can even really call that a horror movie, it's more just a really messed up dark drama. Okay, then I'm gonna have to go with The Shining. I'm really big into Stanley Kubrick. I recently read online that they had gotten a prop door for Jack Nicholson to tear through in the famous axe scene, but Jack Nicholson took the character so seriously that he just plowed through the prop door every take. So in the final cut, he's actually cutting through a real solid wooden door. That is fucking down, dirty, and badass. We need more of that in today's Hollywood horror movies. There's a really cool documentary called Room 237 that peels away the layers of Stanley Kubrick's The Shining and reveals some unnerving imagery that you might not have seen during your first viewing, and also some hidden meanings like that Stanley Kubrick faked the 1969 moon landing? Now, if you're with the rest of the world and you think that Stanley Kubrick faking the 1969 moon landing is bullshit, then you're probably most definitely right, but there's a lot more to this documentary. And I think that's where I'm gonna cut myself off today, guys. I could go on for days about horror movies, but let's be realistic, who would watch that? How would I fit all those files onto my computer? And my camera would lose battery after like an hour or two. I would need to stop and go to the bathroom and eat. It wouldn't make any sense. We're not gonna do that. If you like this video and you have a topic you want to hear me talk about, you can let me know in the comment section, or you can let me know on my Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook account. Those links are in the description. Thanks for joining me today, guys. You guys are all shining stars, and there's a little bit of sunlight waiting for you at the end of the rainbow. Was that nice? Was that good? I feel like it was probably nice. Maybe a little bit out of nowhere. You guys weren't expecting it, but I should have probably just left it, because then you would have had something to go on with your day and enjoy. But I'm just a rambly motherfucker. I can't help it. You guys are all shining stars, and there's a little bit of sunlight waiting for you at the end of the rainbow.